Hey guys, so today is in fact Wednesday, the 10th of December of
Acknowledged.
2025. I am a few days late with this recording, and the reason why is that my computer has been
Offering
really
assistance.
suffering. I'm going to tell
Acknowledged.
you about this because
Ready.
it's a snapshot of the technology of my era, so I might as
We'll
well
make our appeal.
explain what's going on. Basically, my connection, my
Ready to go.
electricity connection to my laptop, the pieces have been failing me. And what I think
We
it
must persuade the people.
is my wire
Ready
into the
to go.
wall is too weak and it's not providing enough power to my computer. I bought a bootleg one basically, and I think it collapsed. And I think that now I'm going to need a new one. And I'm buying a new one. I'm not sure if the new one's gonna work. But I bought a placeholder one, and that one is working well enough for me to be able to do this recording. I can't run this game without the
Standing
computer
by.
receiving power because the game eats up more power. It would get through my battery in like a minute and a half
On the way
probably.
to the target site.
So it
Ready.
needs to be plugged in, which means for the past few days I haven't been able to plug it in. What I can do is I was able to like perch it so that the connection was there, and then the battery would fill up, and then I could get on briefly, run down the battery, do my banking or whatever it was. But there was no way of opening this game at that time. So now I have the game open. I'm going to do you
Ready
this
to
last
go.
turn, but if I try to stand up, I could easily dislodge the connection. So, like if I can't get my phone to check the times, so I'm gonna be guessing the time. But put that aside. In this particular game, I'm about to reach the moon, which is quite cool. And in fact, this turn I land on the moon. Let's jump over to the moon for a minute here. Welcome to the solar system, Earth's only moon, Luna. And I'm going to drop a mine on the south pole of the moon, because the south pole of the moon has water and also this fissile materials, which is what I need out the gate. But then it also has some of this. What I'm really trying to build up is this iron ore, this metals, base metals, because that will be what I can build more space stuff with. And as soon as I drop this mine, the resource I've been saving up to build the mine will then be available to build other stuff with. So I can start building my economy after this turn, but if you look at this orbital mining complex, in
Offering
64
counsel.
and a half days is when let's do this as a permanent assignment. In 64 days, which is 3 in-game turns, then this thing will start pumping out the resources I need to build up a lot of other platforms floating around the solar system. So that'll be a lot of fun. And in fact, once I restart my diary after the holidays, it might be around 4 weeks before I make my first shipment of products and get paid. So this game will have a space economy coming online, and my real life will be having a profitable factory coming online, possibly around the same time, which is awesome. Knock on some wood. But that will be cool because that'll be a definite change in my real life economics, let's say. And in this game, I can be doing more cool stuff to symbolize my real life cool stuff I'm doing. Now, one thing is in time, the 2 week cycle will become less important because my little guys on Earth, as the game shifts into space, my agents running around Earth will become less significant. So at some point, I might even change my timing of the game. But for right now, I will just keep bouncing around in space even while I'm managing the 2 week cycle for Earth. I will take the opportunity, of course, to tell you about my real life as well, which is that I'm in Belfast, and I've been talking to my team here about when the money comes. They are liking the idea that
People will come to our side.
I won't give her a permanent assignment. She'll be needed for other things, but the other guy will. My team here has been pivoted into 3D printing, and they're quite keen for me to get a proper 3D printing filament together. So they're voting for me to spend my revenue to fast track an extruder of 3D printing filaments in Kenya, and then I can send that one here. They can print stuff for sale to the market.
People will come to our side.
Yeah, this guy gets a permanent assignment. So that's cool. That might work out great. In fact, I'm going to be in Kenya. I'm not going to come back here for this first shipment. So spending the lion's share of the money I'm getting from that side, sounds good. And then I'll come back here probably in June for my second shipment. And at that time, I might invest some capital here in Ireland or wherever, or maybe with my sister or something. So we'll see how that goes. But you will hopefully have front row seats for all of that in a couple of months, in a few months of my time, and next season of your time. So that's pretty cool. Now what I'm waiting for is for this number here. I don't need it to be 40, I actually need it to be 41.7, so that'll be 4 more days from right now in game. And as soon as that hits, I drop the mining outpost complex. I will still need to power it up with a solar collector, but the solar collector takes 34 days to arrive, so I have an extra 30 days to build up enough boost income to launch the collector, so that'll be what I do. It'll save me 4 days of efficiency for getting my mine online, so that's cool. Yeah, that's more or less it. I will take a break. I will have a nice Christmas with my family. I'll go up to England, I'll come back here, but I won't bother you guys. I might or might not have a working computer, so very happy to not promise you anything because it might be impossible. This computer has been a menace. I should have been in a pretty good mood the past couple days, but I have been not so happy because I can barely use my computer, which I use a lot. So that's kind of cool, but I'm taking the boat back to the Big Island and spending a couple days in Glasgow from tomorrow.
Here's what we found.
And then in, oh, that's cool. Oh, here we go. So 29th of May is the launch of my outpost mining complex. Boop. Now in a couple months, that'll go. That's very, very cool.
Our people have taken control.
Jump back to Alright, so that should be more or less it. I'll let the turn end. And like I said, I don't know how long this recording's been, so I'm gonna have to eyeball it. But I think probably ending when the season ends will be, when the turn ends, will be a pretty good timing for me for this one. And then I will see you guys in 2026 in March. My cousin probably won't come because she's the worst, and it's been a mess with her. Probably what'll happen is I'll have to spend my own money to get her to come, which is what it is. So that's fine. And February was a bit of an ambitious time to bring her anyway. So whatever, man. But yeah, everything is simple. I need to write some business models for my other businesses, and I haven't been able to because of my computer. But I will be doing that hopefully in January if I can get this computer working. And with that, I'm going to leave you to it in terms of this season of my diary, and the next one I'll just go ahead and call it 2026, and it will see me really launch my factory for the first time, so that should be a bit exciting. I will see you guys then. Ciao!